Ready to go? A delayed welcome to Ballarat's Minor Dome this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We apologise for some unforeseen technical difficulties getting the stream going. My name's Jared Prosser. I'm here with Travis Hewish. How are you, Trav?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
I'm hanging in, mate. We've had lots of fun with the technology in the last 25 minutes, and I can understand why people are scared of technology. We are here for the Ballarat Rush and the Launceston Tornadoes. It was looking like it would be a tight match, 12th versus 13th on the ladder coming in, Trav. But as we found out not long before tip-off, both teams are running quite short this evening.
Yeah, well, look, it's still got potential to be a very close match. Unfortunately for Launceston, you've got Stella Beck playing for New Zealand over there in the international 3v3, and they're missing out on Hodges, who's injured. A couple of big losses for them, but as Coach Washington has said, there's a lot of opportunity for other girls to step up. For instance, someone like a Sarah O'Neill, who has WNBL potential as a rising star. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they go.
Yeah, I think so. I think for Launceston, missing the two players that they're missing, Hodges and Beck, that takes 30 points and 20 rebounds away from the team every night, but it also takes just pure height away from the team. Against this very, very tall Ballarat lineup, that could be something that could prove a bit of a problem for Launceston, but we'll have to see how they go.
Yeah, yep. It'll be interesting to see how the Rush step up now, and if they got a little bit of momentum, the energy, and a bit of motivation now with a couple of wins, back-to-back wins there. So can they keep that momentum going into this weekend? It's certainly a good opportunity for them with a few teams over these next few weeks missing players with the 3v3 and some of the other international commitments. So with the Rush not having anybody stepping out, it's a really important next couple of weeks for them to make the most of these teams being away and get a few wins there on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. We're about to go to tip-off here. Ballarat starting with Hailey Bow, Georgia Amore, Lucy Cochran, Laura Taylor and Olivia Hackman. Oh, we can already see the height difference in that jump ball. And we're off. Ballarat take control. Amore here, finds Hackman. Easy two to start the game from Olivia Hackman. Strong drive. Stephanie Gardner here, swings across to O'Neill. Gardner's got to take on a lot of importance tonight, Trav.
Yeah, that she will. Having to attack the glass, she's definitely a playmaker, so she'll have to do a fair bit more of it, putting it on the board and leading her team.
We see Georgia Amore take the ball to the basket for two. Already Ballarat looking to exploit the lack of size that Launceston are bringing to the floor this evening. Here's Gardner again, looking to size up Taylor. Oh, excellent rebound and put back there. I've missed who that was.
Brooke Brown.
Brooke Brown. Oh, Bow not able to put that one away, despite the size advantage. Excellent look-ahead pass. Excellent pass from Gardner there. And Beck able to put the juice away. Ballarat moving the ball here. And just too tall. Cochran to Bow. Easy 2 points for the Rush.
It's interesting Launceston going in a 2-3 zone there with the size that the Rush have.
Perhaps hoping just to crowd the paint. See if Ballarat can beat them from the outside.
Yeah, I would say so. I'd be interested to see how that pans out over the course of the game. I would think that Coach Hayes will be making sure we get lots of inside feed through, a lot of movement there. Here's
Gardner again with the ball.
Nice feed there to Brown and good finish off.
Shot. Cochran with the open baseline jumper. Committed to Oregon, Lucy Cochran, a big move for her, Division I college.
Yeah, fantastic.
She'll come back twice the player that she is now, and she's already developing into quite the talent. Partridge drives and kicks. Oh, Steph Gardner with the big three. The Tornadoes have come out hot here, Trav.
Yeah, both teams have, though.
Oh, that's good defense there.
Spoke too soon.
There's apparently a curse that commentators can put on teams. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. Gardner taking on the world there, drawing a foul out of Olivia Hackman. As I said at the start, Travis, a lot of responsibilities going to fall on Steph Gardner tonight. It'll be, I'm keen to see how much she looks to defer to her teammates, or whether she does try to perhaps be the be-all and end-all for Launceston.
Oh, I don't think she'll be the be-all and end-all, and she's already come out early trying to dish and find some plays, attacking the perimeter, attacking the key. So, I mean, you average 5 assists. I think she'll continue that.
And more for three. Oh, rims out. And Gardner looking to launch the counter here. Another huge three for Launceston.
3 for 4, starting off strong. Beck Abel there.
From Beck
That's
Abel.
2.
Yeah, a couple of threes from her. We'll step into that. Ooh. Good stop on a dime there from Hackman, turned the defense inside out. She'd be a little disappointed not to make that. There wasn't a heap of contact on that shot. And she's earned herself 2 shots at the line. Ooh, misses the first, Olivia Hackman. On the season, only shooting 57% from the free throw line, which surprises me for somebody who is as solid a jump shot as her. Should take one more lane violation. Hopefully knock this one down. And she does so. So 6 minutes to go in the first quarter here, and it's 9-13 Tornadoes' way. It's been a very, very good start from a team that, as much as they are higher on the ladder, are perhaps an underdog here. Beck Abel drives hard to the bucket. Great little move to shake a defender up the top of the key.
Yeah, the Rush having to own that perimeter shot at the moment because they've shot so well, just opens up the lane. It really gets Cochran out of the paint there, that she's clogging it up. And with Joy Burke, Joy Burke sitting on the bench there, or coming off the bench, or going to the bench, sorry, definitely stops that sort of clogger up for the paint.
It is an advantage, both shots made there. It is an advantage for Ballarat being able to swing between Bow and Cochran. Always able to keep somebody with some height on the floor. Laura Taylor chases that down. Hackman for, not for 3.
Now the one thing you've got to do in a zone, Jared, is rebound.
Absolutely.
Third time lucky. 2-0 boards, just unacceptable there.
Oh, Shanice Jenkins throws out Ali Partridge's drive.
Yeah, lucky there that Jenkins was aware. It was a really nice rib-through drive there down baseline for Partridge.
There's that height. Cochran with the board against two Tornadoes. And more. There's Gardner again with the rebound. Up ahead to Sarah O'Neill. Looking to take on Laura Taylor here. Oh, great pass by Beck Abel.
Well done by O'Neill. Just the basketball awareness there to get to the dunker spot for that nice little pass. And from O'Neill, it's great offense.
Knew that the double team was coming, put herself in a position. It's all you can ask as a teammate when you're driving the ball, that somebody puts themselves in a spot to take your pass. (12-17) the Tornadoes' way. 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter here in Ballarat. Shanice Jenkins. Easy to. She knew that pass was coming last week. Oh, Steph Gardner, very, very good counter drive there. Knew that Jenkins was still slightly out of the play. Earns herself a trip to the line. Coach Hayes sounding off a little bit there. He not particularly happy with the transition D from his rush. There's Stephanie Gardner out of the University of Miami. He's played in quite a few countries around the world: Sweden, Romania, Mexico, Serbia, before settling in Tasmania this season. Brooke Brown, strong drive to the hoop. Extends that lead out to 6 points for Launceston.
Yeah, Cochran caught on the back foot there, trying to protect the hoop and not defending. Nice.
Hustle from Laura Taylor. Nothing but hustle there. Just wanted that rebound. Made her way in from the wing. Wow.
She's on fire. Wow. Damn, she is on fire. That's 3 in a row for her. That was from NBA range.
That was Curryish. There's a more. Brooke Brown, strong rebound. Foul on Cochran there, perhaps.
Yeah, that's and as you said, Jared, the purpose of a zone is to try and get the ball out of the paint. That puts the Rush now 1 for 8 already from the 3-point lines. Just one thing that they cannot do is shoot poorly tonight.
No, absolutely not.
Launceston will be happy just to clog up the paint and sit in the back and just hope that you do, and we'll live and die by allowing them to shoot the 3. So it'll be very interesting. They really need to start playing inside out, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, Launceston aren't just living, they're thriving off letting Ballarat take the 3. 1 for 8, as you said. And I don't recall any of them being particularly contested.
No, I think you're right. No, yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there. It's really just been, a lot of their shots have come from offensive rebounds too. So they're allowing a few O boards. I mean, that's 5 now for the game already. And then getting open shots, it's just not going down.
And that is the danger, as we said from the outset here. Launceston are down a couple of their bigs. And against the side with Ballarat's size, as much as you can hope to force them outside and to miss those 3s, you still need to clean up on the boards. And that's something where Ballarat can maybe hope to atone for the fact that they're frankly struggling from the outside early in this game. Miss there from Brown from the line. Makes the second, extends that lead out to 8 points. 3 minutes 11 left in the quarter. There's Shanice Jenkins. Hackman looking for someone from the elbow. Another excellent board. Claire Constables, who's checked into the game. Moore a little lucky there, left her feet. I'm not sure she had a plan. Claire Constable drains that much-needed three that we've been talking about.
Yeah, certainly can't leave her open outside. It's
Oh, no.
good adjustment by Hayes to get a good shooter out there. Can already see an adjustment there, putting Hackman on the elbow.
Steph Gardner with the answer.
That's 5 for 6 from the three-point line. It's unbelievable shooting so far.
There's Hackman again, high in the key, as you were saying, Trev. And Constable. Back-to-back threes for Claire Constable. Instant impact off the pine. A 5-point lead now for Launceston. Not quite on the same page there. Beck Abel unable to find Brooke Brown. Popping out when she expected her to roll in.
Yeah, it was there. That pass was there. She just got a bit sort of flat-footed.
Absolutely. Annie Collins into the game for Ballarat now. Here she is with the ball, right on cue. And Hailey Bow back in as well. Able to box out a little bit of space for Olivia Hackman to take the easy two. Oh, great drive. Steph Gardner again. She's too quick. And Beck Abel with the board there. Just bring it back now. Look to slow up, set something up here for Launceston.
Definite mismatch here with Joy having to defend Abel.
They're able to switch that out now. Hackman back on her.
Interesting ploy by the rush here to switch all the screens. We ended up with Shanice Jenkins on Brown there coming through as well. So,
do you think that was a planned thing or defense on the fly?
No, they've done it so far all in the last couple of minutes.
Okay. Sarah O'Neill to the line. Quite the prospect, Sarah O'Neill. Still only 17 years old. Makes both there.
Yeah, Coach Washington came out during the week and said he expects to see her in the WNBL. I think she's playing like it as a 17-year-old. Certainly well-deserved a development role.
Collins unable to make the three there. Brooke Brown, strong board. Yeah, Sarah O'Neill certainly seems to have a very calm head in her shoulders. A good decision maker.
There she is again.
And there we go. Strong drive, quick feet. Extends the lead out to 9 now for Launceston. Hackman, strong take, patient take to the basket for two. So last 18 seconds of the quarter here. And again, we see Steph Gardner kick out. Excellent ball movement by Launceston. And I'm kind of surprised they missed that. 6 seconds, 5, 4. Gardner looks to create. Will they get the shot off? It is off, it'll be good. It does not go. So at the end of quarter one here in Ballarat, the home side, the Rush on 26, the visiting Tornadoes lead by 7, 33. What do you make of the first quarter, Travis?
Yeah, I mean, quite simply, Launceston shooting. I mean, they're 61%, 63% from the three-point line at 5 for 8 is just unbelievable shooting. Putting up 33 in a quarter is big numbers. I don't foresee. I think Coach Hayes will be quite comfortable being only sort of 7 points behind with the way that they've shot the ball. Yeah, so essentially it's an interesting first quarter there. I mean, I'm surprised that they're playing a zone, but the pace of the game is still quite high as well.
Do you think with Stella Beck away on international duty, with Brittany Hodges out with a hamstring, do you think it's given Launceston a little bit of a licence to play freer? Do you think they're a little unencumbered? without having two of their better players on the floor?
Yeah, it certainly looked like it, but I mean, have a look at the shots they're taking. They're all great shots. They haven't taken a bad shot. They've had their way getting into the lane. They're making most of their buckets there. They're shooting 60% inside there from two. And getting to the line 8 times in the quarter is just fantastic. It's been a really good quarter by them. There's some surprising stats too, is with the size advantage that the Rush have got, they're leading the boards 12-9. And only having 2 turnovers with the way they're playing is just, it's a fantastic quarter by Launceston. Really impressed by what they've put up.
The turnovers in particular, they're playing a very free and loose game, kicking the ball around, making hard drives to the basket. To restrict it to 2 turnovers, it shows quite a lot of care for the ball, and perhaps from the Rush side, not quite as much intensity or not quite as much decisiveness on defense as Coach Hayes would perhaps like.
Yes, yeah, agreed. Some individual stats here, Jared, I'll have a read of. We've got Abel with 10 for the game. That's on the back of those 3 threes. We've got Gardner with 9. She's having a really good start to the game. She's got 9 points, 2 rebounds and 2 assists. We've got on the Rush side, we've got Hackman with 7. Constable coming out with those 2 threes, gives her 6. And we've got Joy Burke, Cochrane and Taylor both with 2 rebounds, and Hackman has 2 assists.
And here's Gardner looking to extend that lead, and does so. Big 3 off the catch from Steph Gardner. Up to 9 points for her now. Ballarat need to respond here. Hackman takes the elbow jumper, it's long. And again, O'Neill able to clean up on the boards. Olivia Hackman now. Looking to create something for Ballarat, finds Jenkins. Bow at the post. A short baseline jumper for Hackman. She is an excellent mid-range shot, which I talked about her free throws before. It surprises me that her percentage is so low when her mid-range game is so solid. O'Neill again gets the shoulders past Olivia Hackman. Draws the foul. It'll be a side out before the shot, according to the officials.
Yeah, Hackman having her own Sarah O'Neill's 40-odd% from the 3-point line there, just overplaying a little bit and getting done on that simple drive.
Launceston here with an 8-point lead early in the second quarter. Oh, great try from Michaela Bingley there. Collins with the swing pass. Constable in that corner. Automatic. Claire Constable in the corner. Lights out.
Find the hot
3
hand.
for her.
Find her hot hand. She's 3 in a row. 3 for 3.
Bingley tried to answer. Shanice Jenkins cleans up. Pushes the pace. And earns herself the and one. Shanice Jenkins with a huge play there, coast to coast. Takes the board, says, let me take care of this, ladies.
Yeah, Coach Washington be very disappointed with that, allowing Jenkins to go coast to coast. A lot of the Launceston girls just had their back to her, and when they finally turned around, just realised she was on their face.
Quite demonstrable there on the sideline too. He's imploring his players, push back, push back. Jenkins to finish the play, and does so. Brings it back to a 4-point game, 38-34 Launceston lead. 8 minutes, 9 seconds left in the second. Not able to make that shot from the wing there. Constable with the board. Jenkins again looking to push the pace. Tried to find Bow inside, just Bow caught on her heels a little bit there. Had a nice easy reverse layup if she was on her toes and able to get to that pass.
We need to find out, Jared, whether her name's Joy Burke or she wants to be called Bow. I reckon everyone in town calls her Joy.
Yeah, it is. Oh, Shanice Jenkins. We'll come back to that. Shanice Jenkins. Nice easy layup. She's making things happen for the Rush.
Hey, that's what she does. She leads the league for steals. It's 2 for the game already.
It's 7. Seven steals last week for Shanice Jenkins. Claire Constable with the foul there. Ooh. Jenkins may have gotten away with a reach there. Collins ahead to Constable. Jenkins underneath, draws the foul again. She'll go to the line. Shanice Jenkins with the chance to tie up this game. Ballarat have come back in, dare I say it, a rush.
I'll take that pun, no intended. Made it all on the back of Shanice Jenkins. She's been fantastic this quarter in the last 3 minutes.
Coach Washington calling a timeout here. He wants to get his girls together and try and put this run to bed. Try and hold Ballarat up here a little bit. So, back to the Burke bow. Officially, my word is that she's going by Hailey Bow, officially. However, as you said, around Ballarat, she's in her 4th, 5th season with the club now. A lot of people know her as Joy Burke. And I guess you could say to her friends, she's Joy Burke.
Hey, we need to find that out. I'll leave that for you. That's your job. Some stats for the game so far. So we've got the Ballarat rush 50% now. That's improved, certainly getting into the key, and a couple of big 3 big threes from Claire Constable. That puts them at 4 for 13 at 31%. 12 rebounds, and Launceston are 13 rebounds. Importantly, there's 6 offensive rebounds, but they haven't really scored off them. So that's a big deal. 7 assists, 3 steals, and only 1 turnover so far. We've got Launceston at 57%. From field goal, still shooting was there. We have 4. We've got Gardner scoring, leading the game with 12, and Abel still second there behind with 10. We've got O'Neill now with 3 boards, Brown with 3 boards from Launceston, with Constable Joy Burke with 2, and Cochrane with 2. And in the assists, we've still got O'Neill and Hackman leading the way with 2 assists.
Jenkins drains both free throws, and we have a tied game. How do the Tornadoes respond here? I was waiting for that 3 to drop. Jenkins again, pushing the pace. That's been a big change for Ballarat. They've been a little bit deliberate in the first quarter. They're really trying to push forward now. Amora takes the closeout and goes past. Joy Burke fights for that rebound. Well done. And earns herself a trip to the line.
One thing that'll help her a little bit more there is keep the ball above the little ones. Keep it out of the hands of the Mozzies. Keep that ball up nice and high.
As Bill Walton would say, throw it down, big fella. Play big. So the foul there on Michaela Bingley, her first. 15 years old, Michaela Bingley. Not regularly a member of the side, but we've mentioned the outs for Launceston, so they have had to call up a few reserves. Michaela Bingley hasn't looked out of place so far.
Oh, she started off well. Confident shooter too. She's taken a couple of threes that she hasn't made, but she's confidently wanting to shoot that, which is good.
1 from deep as well. Cochrane checks back in for Bow after making the 2 free throws. Here's Gardner with the pull-up. Beautiful shot. Jenkins draped all over, a wonderful shooting.
And shooting that with confidence. That's 14 now for Gardner.
The scouting report says she is an excellent pull-up off 1 or 2 dribbles. She showed that so far. Taylor with the rebound. Oh, Taylor with 3 offensive rebounds. Unable to put it away though. Constable open again. And more with the 3.
Yeah, every coach would love to have a player like Laura Taylor. She just works her backside off. One thing she does, she's hustle player, hustle.
Ballarat's made a much more concerted effort to try and find that high post and use the kick out this quarter, Travis. Ballarat ball baseline. Steph Gardner not happy. I think she thinks that might have come off Lucy Cochran. Certainly let her coach know about it. Jenkins looking to drive, pulls back out. Taylor with the easy baseline J. Ballarat have had a bit of success there. They've found that spot a few times on the floor so far. Partridge with the drive, the kick out. And Jenkins with the board. Creates the 4-on-3. Cochran unable to... Oh, Shanice Jenkins, wonderful hustle. And sets up the more for the 3. Shanice Jenkins has been everywhere in this second quarter, Travis.
Yeah, for a point guard, the way she rebounds, and there's almost another steal there. She's just an animal at the moment. I love her energy. But for a point guard, she just rebounds extremely well. Wonderful
rebounder. Pulling in close to 7 boards a game this year. She's had a couple in double figures so far. And another timeout called here. 4:52 to go in the second quarter. And the Ballarat Rush have come storming back into this. They now lead by 8, 48-40.
Yeah, on the back. A bit of a scoring run there. They're at 8-0.
And a bit of a three-point shooting binge as well. Ballarat up to 38%, 6 for 16 from behind the arc now. We've seen Constable hit a few in the first quarter, but we've seen Georgia O'Moore hit 2 back-to-back now. Ballarat seem to be starting to find their range, and you talked about the 2-3 zone that Launceston are running here in an effort to try and protect the paint against Ballarat's height. How do they perhaps counter? How does Coach Washington set out his defense if Ballarat are starting to hit the 3?
Rebound. Simple as that. They got a rebound. 11-0 boards. I mean, it's just come back this quarter to haunt them. It didn't in the first quarter, and it has now.
Admittedly, 3 of those were Laura Taylor rebounding her own misses on layups. But still, the stats show Ballarat are hitting the boards. They're using that height advantage.
Yeah, they only counted 2, though.
Launceston are, on the season, the best offensive rebounding team in the league. Obviously, personnel changes are going to hinder that. Gardner here again looking to drive. O'Neill at deep position there, unable to finish. More to find Jenkins. Another 3. Inside-out basketball from Ballarat. Georgia O'Moore drives to the centre, draws the defence. Easy kick out, Jenkins finishes the play.
Yeah, court vision there by O'Moore was fantastic. That Euro pass over the shoulder out there was great.
And there's Cochran. Launceston have gone cold here, perhaps. Georgia O'Moore, a beautiful little floater ball. Lovely play. And Ballarat pushing up now into a press. They've had Shanice Jenkins pushing up by herself on a few plays, but it looks like they've come out playing full court man-to-man here.
Can't have Gardner passing the ball in.
Partridge. Oh! We have a 4-point play opportunity here. Ali Partridge drives in, much like Ballarat have been doing for the last 5 minutes. Draws the defence, kicks the ball out, and Beck able to knock down the 3 in the corner and draw the foul. Much needed.
Fourth one for the game.
It's a much needed 3. Brings it back to 10 points. Ballarat were really starting to put the foot down there. As Hackman checks back in for Constable, and Beck able finishes the play. Well done to her. Hackman from free throw line. Cochran too big. And a nice little baby hook to finish. Gardner again looking to create. Finds Partridge unable to make it. Jenkins, another rebound. That's 4 for her now. Oh, Georgia O'Moore in acres of space. Unable to make Launceston pay. Look. Bingley, the pass wasn't quite on the money there. The jump shot was there if the pass was good. Here's O'Neill again with the 2.
That was nice. Nice one-on-one play there. Confidently up and under move there. Get the back to the basket in the post. Hackman can't defend that with 2 fouls this early in the game.
Got a little bit of a personal battle going on there, those two. They seem to be matching up on each other quite a bit. Roll reversal, Jenkins low out to Cochran. And more again. Jenkins with the vision. Finds the cutting Amor for 2. Ballarat's leading scorer tonight with 13 now. Oh, Launceston have gone ice cold.
Yeah, that was a bad shot by Abel.
That appeared to be a travel to me. Jenkins again fighting for that board, unable to corral it though. Steph Gardner, big play. Big 3 points, much needed. We're into the last 2 minutes of the half now. 8-point game, 57-49, the Ballarat Rush lead.
Yeah, it gives her 17 to lead the game.
Oh, Cochran unable to finish. It was a great find from Jenkins. They're the plays you expect your centre to finish. Beck Abel again, takes Laura Taylor off the dribble, earns herself a trip to the line.
Yeah, as good a defender as Taylor, you have to own the 3 the way Abel's been shooting that, and it just allowed her a nice drive getting through, and Cochran got caught outside there.
14 for Abel on the night so far. Strong game with the opportunity to put another 2 next to her name. Short on the first. Short on the second. Bow with the board. Shanice Jenkins. Early hit ahead pass to Taylor. And Ballarat will slow this up now. Again, Ballarat using that height and using the creativity of Hackman inside this quarter. Bad turnover from Launceston there. 1:04 left in the clock. Ballarat looking to close out this quarter as they began it. And that will help.
Can't stop a deep catch
Another
like that when
about.
Joy gets it.
Oh, especially with that height difference. Should be an easy 2 every time. Gardner again unable to hit. Annie Collins with the rebound looking to push the pace. That's a great move by Hackman. The catch, the short fake to freeze the defender. Takes the 2. Should get the chance to take a 3rd. 11 points in the game now for Hackman. Pushes the lead out to 15 with 38 seconds left in the half here at the Minor Dome. O'Neill looks to create again against Hackman and draws the foul. It's been a really entertaining battle, Trav, between Olivia Hackman and Sarah O'Neill. Ballarat over the limit, O'Neill will go to the line. Does not get the shooter's roll there.
And O'Neill picks up the second.
Last 30 seconds of the half. Jenkins gets the ball back in the corner. And Taylor, another 3 to Ballarat. They have been on fire in this quarter. 8 for 19 for the game now for the Rush, 42%. Launceston still shooting 47%, admittedly. More than that now as O'Neill answers. Right on the buzzer.
Huge bucket there.
Big bucket. A much needed 17-point lead. Gets taken back to 14 at the half. So the Rush would be extremely pleased with that second quarter, able to assert their authority. And we'll go to half-time. The Ballarat Rush leading 67 to the Launceston Tornadoes 53. Steph Gardner leading the game in scoring so far with 17. Georgia Moore with a wonderful second quarter, 15 points of her own. Beck Abel with a solid 14. She's made a few bigger plays, but she seems to have had a few of those quiet buckets that sneak up on you.
Yeah, it's those threes that she's made. She made 4 for the game so far. Just on the back of a huge quarter by the Rush, with 34 points in that quarter. They had 41 points in a quarter. A massive quarter there by the Rush. On the back of, it's just simply the rebound count. At quarter time, the Launceston Tornadoes were 1 rebound up. And coming into halftime, they're down by 11, 27 to 16. On the back of those were O boards as well. When you're playing in a zone, you just cannot allow offensive rebounds, and that's just, it came back to haunt them in the second quarter.
Yeah, Ballarat were able to get a few of those longer boards off those missed threes, which seemed to get them going. They were able to get second and third opportunities, not always for another 3, but they were able to attack a scrambled defence, find some cutters, find some driving lanes. Able to just get themselves into a rhythm, and then suddenly the 3 started dropping and rained fire in that quarter from the Rush. 7 assists to Shanice Jenkins, who has made everything happen this quarter. She has been spectacular in this second quarter, Travis.
Yeah, she was very good. Really, really, really huge quarter by her. She's now got 12 points, 5 boards, 7 assists, just a stat sheet filler.
Triple-double watch.
Yes, yes.
We'll take a short break here, and we'll be back here at the Ballarat Minor Dome in about 10 minutes.
All of the power.
Welcome back to the Ballarat Minor Dome on this cold and breezy Saturday night. We're watching the Ballarat Rush and the Launceston Tornado. It's a halftime score 67-53 in favour of the home team. I'm in with Travis Hewish. Travis, what have you seen in the first half? What are you expecting to see in the second half?
Yeah, I'm interested to see if Launceston continue in that zone. That's really hurting them on the offensive glass and for the Rush, and so I'm kind of expecting Coach Washington to come out with a little bit of a different scheme on defense and really start to push the play. And for the Rush, I mean, on the back of Jenkins with some long boards and forcing Launceston to come back down to earth with missing some buckets, that they really pushed that and made a couple of big runs there. So hoping to, or looking to see the Rush continue the pace.
So Launceston a little bit undermanned here tonight. Missing New Zealand international Stella Beck, who's on duty with the national 3-on-3 team, and star import Brittany Hodges, who had a hamstring through the week and is out for, well, Launceston are telling us 2 to 3 weeks. It's a hamstring. Could always be 3 to 4. It's a difficult one. It's apparently not a major strain, but nonetheless, she's unable to suit up tonight, and that's a loss for us. She's a wonderful player to watch, Brittany Hodges.
Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing her. She's third in the league in rebounds at 12 and a tick.
Yeah, 17 points, 12 boards a game. Big, strong presence inside. She'd certainly help with that rebounding issue. But you play with the hands that you're dealt, and Launceston absolutely rained fire from 3 in that first quarter to bust out to an early lead. But the second quarter, the Rush came storming back into it with a whole bunch of long-range shots of their own. And that's led us to this point as we're about to kick off the third quarter, 67-53 to the Rush. And Hackman to get us underway. And Moore held up it on the baseline drive there.
Yeah, they've changed their defensive scheme up there. Looks like a bit of a match-up zone.
And they are too big, too strong. Can't put the ball away, but earns the foul. She'll go to the line. Strong half, 8 points, 5 boards from her. On track for a triple-double. A triple-double. Getting ahead of myself there, perhaps a double-double.
Even the court announcers calling her Joy Burke-Jarrett, I just noticed.
I'm just going off my official instructions, Trav. So if it seems like Ballarat's playing with 6 players, says they've got 2 number 34s out there. Hackman drives baseline. She'll go to the line as well.
Yeah, unacceptable allowing an offensive board off a free throw. Just that's basic junior basketball there.
Absolutely. It's the third foul on Brooke Brown as well. She heads to the bench, and 15-year-old Michaela Bingley stepping back in. You and I both played reasonable levels of junior basketball, but we certainly weren't doing this at 15.
Yeah, I had no hope when I was 15, mate. I was coaching then.
Oh, I still harboured my my crazy dreams back at 15, but 15 years old, Michaela Bingley's making an impact tonight. She's made a good show for herself. Oh, there she is, losing the ball right on cue. And the more. Oh, puts a defender on her backside. Drops the 2. That's 15 on the night for them all. Partridge slipped right into that three there. Nobody from Ballarat came towards her. Maybe looking to drive finds Partridge. Oh, that's well short. Hackman can push the pace. Taylor, good hands to reel that one in. Namor wide up. There we go. They again, too big, too strong.
Yeah, one great rim run by Joy there, getting all the way to the rim. When you get that deep catch there, she's impossible to stop.
There it is. That's the three that they've been looking for, Ali Partridge. The Ballarat seem to be continuing that that tactic of pushing the ball off every miss, every steal. It's Hackman again. Oh, too easy. Too big, too strong.
Yeah, nice high-low action there.
Beck. Ooh, Beck Abel looked online from our vantage point. Oh, great pass. Jenkins to Hackman. Easy two for Ballarat. This is starting to get a little bit out of hand now. The lead's blown out to 21. 7.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Abel again. Draws Hackman out. Great drive. Great drive. Drew the closeout. Went by her. Able to hit the little layup. And catch and shoot. There's O'Neill again. Oh. Great drive from Sarah O'Neill. Decided to do it all herself. Back-to-back baskets for Launceston. Yeah, they need to get a run on here.
Yeah, they've gone back into that zone too.
Jenkins from the wing. 4-3. 15 points on the night for Jenkins now. 15 and 9 with 9 assists already. Oh, Taylor with the steal. Hit ahead pass, Shanice Jenkins, easy two. Great play from Laura Taylor there. 82-60 now. And Launceston looking a little bit bereft of ideas, rather outside of just driving hard to the hoop right now. There doesn't seem to be a lot of structure to their offense. Taylor, swing past Hackman for three. She can't make it, but an easy ball. Oh, Jenkins tries the highlight touch pass into Bow, but it's a little bit short. It'll be Ballarat side ball.
Yeah, the two of them having a bit of a laugh there. She knew she was a bit ambitious. Much needed time out here by Coach Washington and the Tornadoes.
We were a little bit concerned at the start of the game that being without some of their more senior players, star players, that Ballarat, who have belatedly gotten on to a bit of a roll after a rough start to the season, that this might become a blowout. The first quarter gave us some hope though, Travis. Unfortunately, it's gone in the direction that we were perhaps anticipating.
Yep, only been able to put on 27 since quarter time. They're looked at when you hit 5 for 6 from the three-point line and you get to the line 8 times in that first quarter, and that sort of drops away after that when you can't offensive rebound and you start missing shots and you can't get back in defensive trans. You're going to struggle, and they are currently doing that.
Perhaps a little bit of scouting on the fly from the rush. A strong offensive rebounding team usually, the Tornadoes, but without 22 boards a game between Hodges and Beck, and quite a lot of those offensive. Brittany Hodges gets almost 6 offensive boards a game by herself. It's perhaps the new style of play that's been forced on Launceston caught Rush and perhaps caught Coach Hayes out a little bit, but they've certainly recovered since quarter time. Jenkins for 3. Even there, what perhaps should have been another offensive rebound to Ballarat. Steph Gardner, 17 on the night. Abel now. There it is again. Ballarat swarming defence. Jenkins with another steal. Finds Constable. Laura Taylor. Easy pass.
Has that run by the Rush there. They got their heads up at the moment. They had four players in line with the ball as they were hustling up the court. Launceston didn't even only got one girl back.
This young Launceston side are perhaps, and I really hope not, because the first quarter they did so well, but I'm really hoping they're not dropping their heads here as Bow hits another 2. Takes her up to 15 for the game.
They really just got to body her up a lot more in that key there. To not let her catch that ball so easily. If they have to front the post, they've got to do something. Can't allow her just to go rim run, back to the basket.
Deep position every time, isn't it? As Claire Constable hits her 3rd 3 for the night.
4th, isn't it?
4th.
She went 3 in a row.
No, you're right. It is her 4th 3 for the night. O'Neill. Nice little pull-up jumper in Constable's grill there.
Much needed score there that stops a 12-0 scoring run by the Rush.
89-62 here at the moment, 27-point lead. As Taylor finds the pass out to Constable. There you go. They've listened to you fronting the post there.
Yeah, they have to do something. But if you're going to front the post with a zone, the middle needs to step over, and unfortunately she didn't. Still just allowed a
little bit too late
over the top lob pass there from the perimeter.
You're right though, Travis. What was being run clearly wasn't working. Bow's too big. You've got Cochrane to come in to spell her. Ballarat were just feasting on deep position layups there. So credit to Coach Washington. This may or may not work, but at least he's throwing things up at the dartboard and seeing what happens.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity with those 2 girls out just to really change some things up and have a look at what you can do and give some good minutes to some players and keep the confidence in those guys.
Bow completes a 3-point play and earns herself a rest. Lucy Cochrane checking back in.
She's leading the game with 18 points now.
Yeah, it's been a big 3rd quarter for her. Layup, free throw. Oh, that's lovely. Steph Gardner with the pull-up 3. That's what the report says, though. She's an outstanding shooter off the dribble. Constable open enough there to take it. Gardner's strong board. Oh, Annie Collins affects the steal. And Taylor takes it in and earns herself 2 points. Great play from young Annie Collins there. Boxed out well on the rebound, but stayed in the play. Put her hands in and created a little bit of chaos.
Yeah, Ballarat's very own 15-year-old too.
That's right, yes. Where do you see Annie Collins, if all things go to plan, ending up long term? Where do you see her as a 23, 24-year-old? Question without notice, Trav, sorry.
I don't like rubbing the crystal ball and making predictions. She's a good young player. She works hard. She's still only 15 years old. She's still playing Friday night VJBL. And
here she is now. Finds Constable out left.
She's definitely got potential to craft a really nice career in the NBL1.
Cochrane kicks out. Collins with a little floater. Earns herself a trip to the free throw line there.
Yeah, really nice inside-out play there, and then moving without the ball by Annie Collins, allowing or making O'Neill have to close her out, and then just a nice rip through. It was really good offense and smart play by her.
Quarter defender looking at the ball, cut behind her. It's a play as old as the hills, and it works every single time. So Collins for 2. Makes the first, pushes it out to a 30-point lead now, 95-65 here to the Rush. Oh, Hackman stays with it. Great effort, but unable to secure the ball for her team. Steph Gardner here having to create.
That's the first real time I can remember, Jared, that Launceston played a bit of high pick and roll and just allowed Gardner to go to work a little bit. It'd be nice to see that. Let him play a little bit with some of that high pick.
Hey, it's worked once. Why not try it again? It's Micah Simpson into the game. Constable secures that board. Collins drives base.
Oh, shoot that yourself, young one. Shoot that yourself.
Is she looking for Hackman there, or do you think that was just a hot pass for Cochrane? Oh, strong drive.
No, I think she was looking for Cochrane to roll a little bit harder than that off the seal. But she had every right to shoot that herself.
Yeah, absolutely. Foul on Georgia Amore there. And another youngster, Micah Simpson, only 16 years old, stepping to the line. The fact that what passes for my career was over well before any of these people were born, it makes me feel very, very old, Travis.
You're only as old as you look, Jared. How do you look?
That's a loaded question. I'll say it's a matter of opinion. 95-68 here to the rush. And there we go, that deep position again. Cochrane unable to hit with the little lefty hook. Great position again, though.
Yeah, the difference between Cochrane and Joy, though, is Cochrane hasn't quite got that back to the basket play yet. Joy's a bit stronger and she makes sure she gets 2 feet in the paint, whereas Cochrane still gets caught just a little bit outside of the paint.
And when she gets there, I've noticed Cochrane's footwork isn't quite as authoritative. She doesn't really turn her body on those little baby hooks. She's still facing away from the basket rather than square to it. But that'll come with time.
Is she still only young?
18 years old.
She's got a very bright future.
Absolutely. Division 1 college awaits for her, and she'll come back twice the player. Drive there from Aisha Arnis.
She'll play for Australia one day, Jared. I'm calling it.
Cochrane?
Yep.
Oh, I absolutely agree. I think she's a wonderful talent. Not to rub the crystal ball. Jenkins has got the pass to Constable in that corner, and she actually missed one. Unusual for tonight's game. Here's Simpson on the ball. Another great drive by Sarah O'Neill. Up to 18 points on the night for her now. And Hackman, there's that mid-range game. That never looks like missing. It's another assist for Jenkins, up to 12 on the night. 3 boards away from a triple-double. 3 boards, 5 steals away from a quadruple-double.
Ambitious call there, Jared.
Hey, the quadruple-double doesn't happen every day. Could be here to bear witness. A wonderful player, Shanice Jenkins. I'd say she does a little bit of everything, but she really does a lot of everything. Arnis now with the drive. Skip pass and Jenkins again. 2 boards away. Great pass from Collins into Cochrane. No choice with the fouler there. That was another 2 points coming. 44 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The rush up by 27 points now, 97-70.
Yeah, I love seeing Cochrane run the rim then. Basket to basket, coming through the middle. Yeah, she's just got a little bit of work on how to finish and touch around the rim, but that just comes with experience. You can't teach a player to work hard. You can teach a player to finish.
She does have good hands as far as taking those passes, but they're just not quite as soft as you'd like on the finish.
Yeah, and she's got a really nice stroke on her at the moment, so hopefully she can all work on a bit of a back to the basket game.
Yeah, I love Lucy Cochrane's pick and pop game. That 15-footer, it's almost automatic. Taylor now, looks for Jenkins, who is fairly rugby tackled there. Accidental play, wasn't a deliberate play by any means. Shanice's teammates just checking that her head's still attached to her shoulders. It's been called unsportsmanlike by the officials.
Oh, and I'll be honest, I think that's rubbish. That's just a basketball play, and unfortunately, she was trying to go for the ball, and Shanice went coming through. I don't agree with that, but anyways, it's called.
I'm with you, Travis. I thought that was an incidental play. Put your arm in to get the ball, and it just happened that someone was coming full speed the other way. Not sure that Jenkins will complain.
No.
Drops the first. We're at 99. 27 seconds left in the quarter. Could be seeing 100 points by three-quarter time here. There we go. 100 points by three-quarter time for the Rush.
Yeah, another big quarter. 33 points in this quarter so far.
And the ball. Taylor looked at the deep three there, decided not to take it. Great hands. Here's Annis with the cross-court pass. Jenkins kept it alive for Taylor. 5 seconds to go. Collins with the travel. Perhaps not quite sure that she thought she had more time than what she did, I think, Annie Collins.
She had the right idea. She wanted to do the kick ahead. She just got caught a little bit.
I think she might have been looking for the shot and saw that she still had 5 seconds on the clock. Set play. O'Neill! Sarah O'Neill with the tough two to finish the quarter. She has been fantastic tonight. 20 points, 5 boards, 2 assists so far. And at three-quarter time, the Ballarat Rush lead 100-72. So Shanice Jenkins, she has been everywhere. 19 points, 8 boards, 12 assists, 5 steals. She even found the time to pick up a block in amongst everything else. Bow with a huge start to that quarter. She's got 18 points at the moment. And more with 17 after that hot second quarter. Laura Taylor, 10 boards on the night. It's been very strong on the glass. For Launceston, as we said, O'Neill with 20 points. Steph Gardner joins her with that amount. Beck Abel, 16 points after that hot first quarter. Travis, it's looking like a little bit of a foregone conclusion in this game, but what do you expect to see from Launceston's point of view, knowing that they're down by 28, knowing that they're realistically not going to come back and win this game? What are you expecting Coach Washington to send his team out to do?
I'd really like to see him. I guess it depends on. They've got a game tomorrow as well, so it depends on whether he wants to really sit back and give the guys a rest. But he's got his best 5 on at the moment, so it'd be interesting to see what he does. I'd like to see them get out of that zone, really play some man, see if they can force the Rush into some bad shots, keeping out of the paint. I'd really like to see him play some really good structured offense. Haven't really done it, as a lot of it's just a few swing throughs. I'd love to see that Gardner O'Neill, Gardner Brown high pick and roll that they did a couple of times in that quarter.
We even saw Gardner and Young Bingley with that high pick and roll every now and again in that third quarter too. The second half of the third quarter, Launceston really did drop away as far as their structure goes. So we'll see what they come out with this quarter. Underway here in the fourth. There's a good drive there, but Bow with the rebound, unable to score with their Launceston. And Hackman, great little turnaround, Jay.
There's a double-double there for Laura Taylor as well now. 11 points, 10 boards.
11 points, 10 boards, yeah. O'Neill again, that trusty right-hand drive. Garden looking to create. Oh, easy pick by Laura Taylor.
It's very stagnant offense. It's try and beat him on one-on-one, see if we can draw the D in and then kick it out. Just be nice to see them move the ball a little bit more, get a couple of picks.
There's the occasional on-ball screen, but there hasn't been a lot off-ball.
No, it's not enough.
No. So Taylor looking to add to her tally here. 30-point lead to the Rush, 102 to 72, 103 to 72. Two points to Taylor there, 32-point lead here. Nabel looking to create at the top, but again, just no movement. There's at least an on-ball screen from Brooke Brown. Sarah O'Neill, yet again. She has been fantastic tonight.
Tough ask for Collins to defend O'Neill in there.
Yeah, not quite big enough.
There we go.
There's Collins looking for the answer. The ball eventually pinballs to Laura Taylor for another board. And she looks to take the three and makes the three. 16 on the night now for Laura Taylor. Such a good basketballer. Oh, that's a strong drive. Ali Partridge with a nice reverse layup. Uses the ring to protect her shot.
What were the Rush at quarter time? 1 for 9 from the three-point line?
It felt like that. It's 1 for 8, 1 for 9. Taylor again.
11 for 27 now. It's a
41% on the night.
big step up.
The offense again, high screen, breaks down, just going to another high screen.
Good D by Collins in.
Contested well. Ooh. Bauer did well to make that pass, losing her balance, and Taylor again with the finish. 20 on the night for Taylor now. She's shot up in a heartbeat in the points column.
Yeah, he's having a brilliant game. Just a coach's dream. Everyone loves to have someone like Laura Taylor on their floor. Just does the dirty work, happy to get on the floor, happy to get down on the ground, happy to take those boards, take a big assignment on defense, talk a lot. Every coach wants one.
And happy to take on the offensive responsibility too. She's not the dirty work. Oh, another fantastic try from Sarah O'Neill. Taylor's not the type to want to do the dirty work and then pass up a shot either. She'll play her role in the offense. She's happy to drive, happy to create. She'll take the shots when it's there. Jenkins for the three, Amore with the kick out. And this is getting ugly. 114 to 78. With a tick under 6 minutes to go in the game. Abel here. Step back three. Can't answer. There's Taylor again.
A one pass shot. Early clock.
Great pass from Jenkins there.
When you're down by this much, you really just want to start get the ball through some hands. Make sure you get great shots.
Oh, the offensive foul called there on Bauer. Swing of the elbow, apparently. Can't say I saw too much in that one. Now, you mentioned that the Tornadoes have got another game tomorrow. You'd be looking just to try and get some sort of rhythm to take into tomorrow's game, surely. Anna's here with the step back two over Taylor. Great shot.
That was some good offense, though. The ball started moving. It went from side to side.
Jenkins sizing up. And Taylor again. Three. Outstanding fourth quarter from Laura Taylor. That's a fairly clear foul on Lucy Cochran. Ali Partridge drives to the hoop, takes the contact, and she'll go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, Coach Hayes would be a little disappointed there. You shoot the three and then you only get one girl back and it's left with Cochran. And transition offense there by Launceston to get to the rim. And
the fact that it's your centre as well, you'd expect it to be, especially a player like Cochran, in and around the basket. So she's hustled hard. The teammates maybe switched off for a second there. Oh, great D from Romanis. Cochran with the offensive board. There's that little hook. Again, the footwork's just not quite there for that. It's a good board though. Moore invites the closeout, drives left. Easy pull-up two for a player of her calibre. There's O'Neill.
She's in the right place at the right time. She's got a lot of basketball IQ. She's a very smart player. I really like her. I'm looking forward to seeing her career.
Yeah, 17 years old. She's got a lot left in her. Jenkins can't make that three. There's Annis with the rebound.
That's better D-trans by the rush.
Brown unable to hit. Jenkins looking to push the pace. She'll slow it up now. There's the corner shot open. Amore unable to hit Cochran, too tall. And Taylor, oh, another offensive foul.
Yeah, the hook with the elbow there. She's not going to complain much either. Tried to do a little too much. Could have just put it straight up off the rim, off the front there, instead trying to
step away and shoot the turnaround.
Yeah, try and get to the corner of the basket instead.
Well, on a negative note, on quadruple watch, Denise Jenkins still 5 steals away as she sits on the bench now.
And one rebound for a triple.
Only one rebound for a triple-double, though. Come on, Coach Hayes. Give the people what they want. Taylor fights hard for that with Sarah O'Neill. It's a great effort from both ladies there. I like seeing that. I like seeing hustle in a game where it is a large margin late in the game. That's two players who still care. Have a bit of personal pride. Little break here while the court's toweled off. 4 minutes to go here at the Minor Dome. 119.80 to 283 the Rushers' way. Amore again attacks the closeout. Lefty layup unable to go. Cochran, board 2, and she'll go to the line for one more.
Yeah, that's the story of the game, really, Jared, since quarter time. The Rush have just owned the glass, owned it. They're 50 to 24 now. 20 O-boards is insane. Considering that Launceston, they're leading the league in rebounding, and particularly on their own glass.
Yeah, offensive reboards there a long way ahead of the rest of the league. And they've got the asterisks. They are missing Hodges and Beck tonight, but still, you can only do with what you have, and Launceston just haven't been able to compensate on the rebounds tonight. Cochran again, well closed by O'Neill. Getting it done at both ends.
You know you're undermanned when Sarah O'Neill's playing the centre spot in the zone. She's doing a great job, though.
Yeah, all 5'10" of her. And against Lucy Cochrane as well. Giving away 20 centimetres in that matchup. O'Neill, no surprise, hits the J.
She's pretty special.
She's been fantastic this evening. We wondered who would step up, and Sarah O'Neill has done everything she can for her team. No matter the result, she can hold her head very, very high.
Oh, look, the whole Launceston team can hold their head up pretty high. They've just been undermanned. They've just been beat up on the boards. Just unable to get to the line and work that. I had 8 free throws in the first quarter. I've only been there 9 times since. But still to put up so far, still 3 minutes to go, and they got 85 points. They've still played a really good game. They just haven't been able to keep up.
Yeah, it's been a strong effort on offense. Micah Simpson with the pull-up from the elbow there. Here's Collins. Ballarat back to the Twin Tower lineup. Collins in the corner, wide open.
Hey,
take that every day. Every day.
That is one thing she is known for, is her shooting ability.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, great pass from Annis. Slips through Ali Partridge's hands, though. Smart play by the youngster Annis there. Took Hackman, got her in the air, stepped through, found her teammate, just unfortunately didn't quite come off for Launceston. Oh, loose pass there from Claire Constable, looking for Olivia Hackman, who was admittedly open, but when you're that open, you need to find your player. So we're into the last 2 minutes here at the Minor Dome.
Launceston got a lot to work with, though. Have a look at this 5 at the moment. Apart from Partridge, everyone's 17, 16, and 15. Like, they've got a lot to work with, and they're all nice players.
I like this from Coach Washington. Let the youngsters get some burn. This is the opportunity for them to learn on the court. So we've got 1:43 to go here. The score currently 125-89 in the Rush's favour. Hackman looks for the 2, short arms it. Oh, Cochrane just wanted that more. Collins kicks it back out. Taylor again, of course, 3 points.
Just come up huge.
Second half has been spectacular. Here's Simpson. Takes on Constable, kicks it out to Partridge. Another 3 to Ali Partridge. Launceston have looked all right when they do get the drive and kick, but just haven't quite had enough structure this half. Extra pass to Constable. Why not? Constable corrals that. So we're into the final minute of the game here, Travis. Knowing that, as we've mentioned a few times, Launceston have been undermanned, what do you think the Rush and Coach Hayes will take out of this game?
Their ability to shoot from quarter time has been fantastic. 41% from the 3-point line to finish the game is fantastic. You might, even though you've got the size advantage, you've still got to go and get those rebounds. So the effort on the glass has been good. Defensively, I think Hayes might be a little bit disappointed to allow 94 points in the game to the Tornadoes. You're not going to win too many games when you're allowing teams to score 94.
No.
Just so some work on the defense for tomorrow's game.
Last 5 seconds here. Hackman, will she dribble it out?
Yeah.
She'll dribble it out. Constable finish with the ball, and this game is over. The Ballarat Rush take this one, 130 to the Launceston Tornadoes, 94. A commanding win, quite frankly. One that we suspected may have happened coming into the game, but you still have to produce, and Ballarat have done just that. For the rush, Travis, who do you think really stood out tonight? We've spoken about a few players that have impressed us, but who do you think really took the cake?
This stat sheet filler in Shanice Jenkins was pretty big, particularly from quarter time. She really lifted the rush there on her shoulders and really drew them from quarter time onwards. Laura Taylor had a huge fourth quarter. She had 11 at three-quarter time. She finished with 26, had 15 that last quarter.
Just to run through the stats for those two, Shanice Jenkins, 22 points, 9 boards, 13 assists, 5 steals. I might say I'm a little bit disappointed in Coach Hayes for not looking at the stat sheet and seeing a triple-double there.
Wins more important, mate.
We're an entertainment business here, Travis. And Laura Taylor, as you mentioned, 15 points in the fourth for 26 on the night. 15 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals. An excellent game from her all round as well. So to recap, we have 130 point to 94 here. The Rush take this one by 36 points. And we'll be back shortly for the men's game between the Thunder and the Miners.